Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to the start of a new The Battle for Wesnoth campaign. This time around, we're going to be playing the campaign, The Hammer of Thursagan. In the first years of the Northern Alliance, an expedition from Knalga seeks out their kin at Calcartha, and to learn the fate of the legendary Hammer of Thursagan. The perils of their journey through the wild northern lands, though great, pale beside the evil they will face at its end. This is an intermediate level campaign with 8 scenarios. Now just to remind everybody, on the channel we've previously played through the first 4 campaigns here, A Tale of Two Brothers, The South Guard, Liberty, and Heir to the Throne. And of course you can only see the completion wreath on Liberty and Heir to the Throne because I completed these on the current version of Wesnoth 1.16, whereas I believe I did the first 2 scenarios, or excuse me, first 2 campaigns on version 1.14, and it doesn't track that progress. However, if you want to check out any of those previous series, please go to the playlist tab on my channel, and you can find those playthroughs and enjoy them at your heart's content. So, without any further ado here, let's get started. We're going to be playing on default RNG, and the difficulty setting is going to be Lord or Challenging, which is the hardest difficulty setting. In the first few years after the founding of the Northern Alliance, the dwarves of Knalga and the human population of dwarven doors were fully preoccupied with rebuilding what had been broken by the long orcish occupation. But soon enough they prospered once again. The dwarves began mining their past for inspiration to rebuild Knalga even greater than before, and began also reaching out for contact with their scattered kinfolk. But the threat from hostile orcs, wild men, and remnant undead was not yet ended. The dwarves kept strong guards on the approaches to Knalga. In the year 550, after the founding of Wesnoth, the captain of the East Gate received a warning that a small band of rogue orcs had been sighted. At the East Gate. Up axes! We will be the Northern Alliance's arm today, and kill or scatter these invaders. We are the true orcs, not the weaklings who ally with human worms and stinky midgets like you. You will be meat for our wolves. Alright, well here we are, the first scenario of the campaign, at the East Gate. Our victory condition is to defeat Bashnark, and our victory condition is to defeat Bashnark. Our defeat condition is the death of Eglonder, or if our turns run out, and we have 28 turns remaining. We're going to have a standard gold carryover in effect with an early finish bonus, and that means that 40% of gold that we have at the end of the scenario is carried over to the next scenario. So there's an incentive there to try to complete this quickly, if at all possible. Alright, well let's see what we have access to. So we are dwarves, and our leader is a dwarvish fighter. We do have a Griffin Rider Scout, which is going to be very helpful because that will give us access to some of these villages much more quickly. And it is a loyal unit, so we'll have to be careful to make sure we don't lose the Scout. Let's see what we can recruit here. So we've got access to the Dwarvish Fighter, the Dwarvish Guardsman, Dwarvish Scout, and Dwarvish Thunderer. Now, taking a look at these again, the Dwarvish Guardsman has Steadfast, which is very useful. This unit's resistances are doubled up to a maximum of 50% when defending. Vulnerabilities are not affected. Now, that could be very, very useful. Sort of a really effective tank unit. The Fighter is a little bit more damage-focused, as you can see here. We get 5-on-3 attacks with the Spear, and these are piercing damage, and then 1 throw of a Javelin. The Fighter has 7x3 with the Axe, which is a blade-type attack, and the Hammer throws 2 of them for 8 damage, which is an impact-based attack. The Scout is a little bit, less health, perhaps a little bit weaker, but does have greater movement, which is good. Again, has an Axe and an Axe throw attack. So the Thunderer, meanwhile, is kind of the ranged attack with the basically like a blunderbuss type shot. So I'm probably going to use mostly the fighters and the guardsmen, but I might also grab a scout or two as well, just to help with gathering villages. In regards to the map, it looks like it's a fairly straightforward map here with villages kind of on either side of center. If we pan over, so there's just one enemy base as far as I can see. Let me just make sure that that's true. Yes, okay, and we are up against orcs. Their leader is an orcish warrior. They're pretty tanky. They've got a lot of health, and as you can see there, they do a lot of damage with their great swords, so we'll have to watch out for that. Now let's just go and double check our dwarves here before I do recruit them. I just want to see. So for example, the fighter, resistance-wise, we've got a little bit of resistance to blade, impact, and pierce. Otherwise, 10% to the different types of magic. So they definitely are reasonably tanky. In terms of our terrain modifiers, and I'm assuming these are going to apply fairly largely across most of the dwarven units, you can see here that castle, hills, mountains, and village are our best, but really in the open, like for example on flat, in the forest we don't get any advantage, so we definitely don't want to go in the forest unless we have to. So I'm thinking we're probably going to want to fight in the open as much as we can in order to mitigate any forest benefit that other units may get. However, if we can fight in the hills or the mountains, obviously that would be ideal. And of course, castle, cave, and I guess fungus tiles as well aren't terrible. But we're going to have to prioritize that. And of course, villages as well. So just a good thing to think about when we're playing as dwarves. Again, not a ton of experience with them yet. Oops. So let's just jump back. So we're going to use our leader here to recruit units to start. So first things first, though, we can send out our scout. Now, we could run and grab this village right off the hop, but I think it might be better to head this way and go... Actually, you know what? No, let's go north, because I'm thinking about this. The north is going to be less exciting because the enemy base is in the south, so we're going to want more of our units going south. So, real quick, I mean, it's the start of the campaign, so it's unlikely. Yeah, just wanted to make sure there was nothing special to recall. So in terms of recruiting, let's grab one scout, and then I think we will probably grab... The rest are going to be guardsmen and fighters, mostly. I'm not really interested in the Thunderer, quite frankly. I think I'm going to be mostly happy with fighters and guardsmen. So we'll just do kind of a smattering of both. And we have to be careful because we are now in a negative gold situation in terms of our net income. That's, of course, because we're paying upkeep for each unit. Their level corresponds to the amount of upkeep you're paying. So as a level 1 unit, you can see over here on this side, we are paying a single gold of upkeep. So the nice thing about those loyal units, which I mentioned, denoted by that little gold bar underneath that movement icon there, that means that, of course, they don't cost any upkeep, which is extremely valuable. So we'll have to end it there. There's nothing else we can do. Okay, yeah, lots of scouts. Those are going to be grabbing villages. Alright, so our scouts, pretty mobile, as you can see, so we'll head up this way. Again, the Griffin Rider's just going to grab villages as much as we can. We'll head up that way and grab this one. Meanwhile, our scout can go this way. That's going to be a good combo there. So then these guys are just going to head pretty much out. Oops, we don't want to move our leader yet, because we still want to recruit units, potentially. These guys are just going to head out that way. Now, that being said, since we're in a bit of a negative gold situation, we could send our leader out as well. I'm just a little bit hesitant to do that, given that we might end up in a situation where we could conceivably be in a spot where we actually do want to have our leader back here to recruit more fighters. That said, we could at least send him down. Maybe he can grab this and then make his way back or something. Kind of be useful in that way. So, all right, we're going to end it there. Just want to make sure. I think we've moved everybody. Yep. Okay, so yeah, he's going to grab villages. Generate more gold so he can recruit more units. Oof, yeah, that's a lot of orcs. We're definitely going to have our hands full. We have to be ready for that. Okay, we're just going to move on through here. Again, no benefit to being in the woods for us, so Probably not worth our time and energy trying to fight in the woods if we can avoid it, because many other units will gain an advantage there. And since we won't, it would be better for us to instead try to lure them into the open to fight, or into the mountains or hills, I would think. Alright, that's everybody. Again, it would be great if we could get some experience with our leader. Try to level him up as well. But for now, we just need to focus on taking as much advantage with our units as we can. Now, importantly here, our alignment and this, the day coming to an end here as it's becoming dusk is reminding me of this, but you can see here that dwarves are neutral, which means they are unaffected by day and night, fighting equally well under both conditions. Now, this is important because the orcs, by comparison, are chaotic, and that means that they suffer a penalty during the day and an advantage at night. So if we are fighting these orcs, we definitely want to try to fight them during the day as much as we can. Even though it doesn't benefit us, it will negatively impact the orcs, and so we'll have a bit of an advantage in that way. So that's just something we have to always consider. So again, we're just moving everybody as far as we can every turn. Thankfully, like I said, our leader was able to grab that one village. We could turn him around and head back. Our scout is doing a great job up there. That's fantastic. So we'll probably use the scout to grab this village here. I keep calling it a scout, but I actually mean the Griffin Rider. We'll send the Griffin Rider up here to grab this one, and then probably this village as well, but we'll have to watch out. It seems like we can't obviously recruit any more Griffin Riders, so this unit is going to be hyper valuable, especially because it is loyal as well. You can see it's also got a quick as a trait, and that means it actually has an extra movement point, so it's even more able to move aggressively and quickly. So very, very good unit to grab villages with. Okay, so we're going to end it there. So we're going to be in range of some of their units here very shortly. So we definitely want to... Okay, yeah, and there, that unit's grabbing that village. So our Griffin Rider probably will have to hang back then. We can still go for that northernmost village, but we just have to be very careful. Importantly, that Griffin Rider doesn't have any ranged attacks as well, so just something we have to consider there. Alright, so we can go here. And then we can go... You know what? Let's see. How close can they get to us? Alright, so the Wolf Rider can get to us. The Grunt cannot. So what I'm thinking maybe is we just turtle up a little bit here with our two frontmost units and let everybody else catch up. Now, here's the big question. Do we want to pull our fighter back so that we're able to perhaps recruit more troops if needed? Or do we want to just charge in with our fighter and see if we can handle this? A lot of these are going to be the Wolf Riders, which are not as strong. They can still hit pretty hard, though. And then the Grunt as well, obviously very dangerous. Now, one thing is we want to make sure we're not fighting these at night any more than is necessary. So I think we will retreat back with our leader and go for more units just in case we need them. You know what? I'm going to maybe even take one step back. Again, I don't want to fight them during the night if I don't have to. And then, oh, I almost forgot about our Griffin Rider here. So we will head up and go for that village up there. Our scout, meanwhile, can cruise on down to just join everybody else. There aren't really any other villages to grab at this point, so our scout can help us in fighting a little bit. Being mindful, of course, that the scout does not have nearly the amount of health. Steadfast helping us out, tanking some of that damage. But you can see we are taking some punishment, so... Again, those grunts are pretty scary, especially at night. They really can pack a punch. And it should be second watch now, so still nighttime, which is not great, because you can see these grunts do a lot of damage. We'll probably have to pull this guardsman back just because he took some pretty heavy damage. So instead here, let's move our guardsman up, and we're just going to try our best to soften these guys up a little bit. I think we'll probably just go for a javelin throw. Why not? Yeah. And let's throw our hammers here. Ooh, and... Oh, actually, okay. I thought that hammer was a ranged attack. My bad. So that is a physical attack, and that makes more sense. It's nice, though, because you have the option between blade and impact, right? So you have different types of damage you can do, which is helpful. Like when you're fighting the undead, the skeletons in particular, having that blunt damage is much better than a blade because, of course, they don't really have flesh, so it makes sense that way. Oh, you know what? This is not an ideal situation because, of course, being that it is nighttime, this is not great. So, yeah, I'm going to retreat back here, head back, and maybe recruit some more troops if needed. I think we have ranged attacks with this. Yeah, now this one is a ranged attack, so we can throw some axes here. Nice, okay, we got one hit at least. We're going to pull the guardsman back. It'd be nice to get him on the village, but that's probably not going to be feasible, so we'll just jump there. We'll sit up here. Again, I'm hesitant to start attacking just because I don't want to get killed or take too much damage, but let's see, maybe we can get lucky. Nice, come on, one more. Excellent, there's a good kill. Alright, so pretty good all around. I mean, this guy, because he's on the village, maybe we could attack. So let's swing our axe a few times and see what we do. Nice. Very nice. Okay, and we took some, but not an obscene amount of damage. The guardsman's probably fine there. Yeah. Alright, well, we will see what they bring next turn. So then we'll grab this village up here. I think that's going to about do it. So we'll end our turn there. And the biggest thing here is just going to be weathering a storm. So unfortunately now, this guy being in the forest is giving him extra defense. We don't want that. So we will maybe try to pull back a little bit, let them come more to us. Again, we took a little more damage than I would have liked, but... Ouch. Okay, well, at least we got a little bit of health back there. Alright, so back to our base, and we can recruit more troops as needed. Thankfully, we've got plenty of gold income, so that won't be a problem. Alright, so we've just got to deal with all these pesky wolf riders. That's really the biggest thing. Now, thankfully, it is now dawn, which means that the damage bonus that these orcs were getting is now gone, which is fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my scout here, perhaps, and try to get the ranged kill with these axes, if possible. Okay, well, we got one hit at least. That's good. The fighter can then go for the kill, and this fighter already has some experience, so if we can land a hit... Excellent. There we go. There's some extra experience. That's always helpful. Again, our guardsman, not in amazing condition, so it would be nice to perhaps get him over to the village if we can for the healing bonus. This fighter could move up and just act as a bit of a stopgap, but I think we need to prioritize perhaps down here this guardsman not being in the best health at the moment. Although, again, steadfast is phenomenal because they do take that lower amount of damage from it if they're being attacked, which is excellent. Yeah, so I don't want to lose this guy if I can avoid it. You know, it's not worth losing a unit that we've spent that gold recruiting, so maybe what I'll do is I could step over here. I could put him there. Don't hate that. So then let's attack backwards. Go at this guy, see what kind of damage we can do. Okay. We took some, but we dished out a decent amount too. We can hop on the village here with this guy, and then we can do a javelin throw. Okay, we missed, that's fine. Then this fighter, or perhaps even this guardsman, could sit in front just to act as a bit of a deterrent here. Kind of like this, yeah. And then we can throw a javelin. We may lose one of these guys, but, you know, it's fine. It'll be what it'll be. I'm going to park right here, and then I think I'm not going to attack. I'm just going to leave this fighter right there just to block these two guys here. Again, might have been better to leave the guardsman there just because, again, he does have that steadfast, but... Oh, you know what? That's not even really blocking the scout, unfortunately. He can still get hit either way. Alright, let's undo that then. Maybe it's better to have him join up here, actually, then, in that case. Because these guys can really knife their way up either way, so... I think we'll just do that, then. We'll head up here. We'll swing our axe a few times. Hopefully we get some hits. Kind of bad luck for us. We took more damage than we gave out, which is a shame. And then we've still got our Griffin Rider, who we definitely want to get involved if possible. We just have to be careful. We don't want him to take any unnecessary damage. That's really the big thing. So what we will do is we will have him join us down that way. All right, let's see how this goes. Ooh, our scout getting beat up. That's not good. Yeah, that scout's probably toast. Okay, he survived. Oh, now he's dead. Yep. That's too bad. Our fighter getting chopped up pretty good. Yeah, we definitely need some reinforcements here, I think. My units are taking too much damage at the moment. Just less than ideal. And you know, I was poo-pooing the Thunderer earlier. Maybe it would have been nice to have a Thunderer just for that extra ranged capability. So we'll recruit 2 more troops here. We'll get a guardsman, and we did lose our scout, so maybe we recruit 1 more. Or, you know, maybe we go for a Thunderer. I think we'll go scout, though, just because I think it'd be good to have another one. All right, let's see if we can get some kills. If we can eliminate a few of these units, that would be fantastic. This grunt is not in fantastic condition, so we might be able to whittle him down a little. Nice. And then let's see, maybe we can get the kill here. We have to hit twice. Come on, 1 more. Yes, there it is. That's a big amount of experience for this fighter, so we're definitely going to try to get this guy to level up if we can. This fighter needs to pull back to the village. And now we're kind of in a bad spot here because we've got a good amount of units that can really cause us problems. So we step up. We could go after this Wolf Rider. Again, I don't want to abandon this guy because he's almost certainly going to die if we just leave him. We could put this fighter up here, though, and try to get the kill perhaps on this Wolf Rider. We'd have to hit twice. 1. Nice. Okay, there's 2. That's great. Again, so we could put this guardsman here, or we could step up here, perhaps, try to tie up the archer. Again, if we can get the archers in melee combat, that's very desirable, obviously, because they generally don't have very good melee attacks. As you can see, they're only doing 3 damage. So that would be good. The grunt is still a huge problem just because of his melee output. I'd love to get rid of this Wolf Rider if we could, especially since he already has some experience. We don't want him to level up. So let's go down there and just lay some attacks on him. Oh, man. We got really unlucky with how that went. So, yeah. Okay, well, this guy's probably going to get killed, sadly. But it is what it is. Let's see. What about our Griffin Rider here? Okay, you know what? We could go after the archer now that he's in the open. Our claw attacks are pretty nasty. Of course, we could take some ranged punishment, but we could always run away if needed. So I think I am going to cruise over there and go with my claws. Try and hit him hard. Oh, really unlucky there. That's too bad. Alright, so that's going to end our turn. Not going super well so far, unfortunately. Yeah, and they're sniping in behind us to steal our villages. Not. Ooh, and this guy's taking some punishment. Oh, and he's toast too. I think I made a mistake by sending my leader in to capture that village because it's now delayed reinforcements arriving by a couple of turns, which is not as ideal. It would have been better to have reinforcements coming earlier. Instead, now I'm in a situation where I'm not as well equipped to handle them, which is not great. I don't think I have enough strength to hold out against all these orcs, quite frankly, so I may even consider retreating back. As much as I hate sacrificing this village right now, I think I might almost have to. Now, you know what? I can grab this. Ooh, we took a lot of damage there as well. That's not great. Now, there's no other threat to us at the moment, so we could go here and still attack. Nice, 1 hit. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, we're going to get healing there as well, so that's good. As for this guy, we could jump back and try to hit him and get the kill. I think that's probably worth doing, so let's do it. Come on, 1 more. Yes, there it is. Big kill. That's excellent. And then, like I said, I actually think I am going to pull back. I'm going to meet up with my reinforcements to try to... I don't want to lose any more of my units if I can avoid it, so... we are going to retreat back, and then we're going to recruit at least one more fighter here. Yeah, let's grab a fighter. All right, perfect. And then our leader is going to stay put just until we are certain we maybe don't need more reinforcements. Ouch. Yeah, that's not ideal. Okay, good. We dodged most of those. Yeah, and there's what I was thinking. They're going to capture our village, but at the very least now, we have access to our reinforcements, which is big. Alright, so we're going to hold up there, and then we're going to bring everybody else over to assist. And now we need to kind of make a bit of a stand. Unfortunately, it is almost nighttime, which is not good for us. Now, one thing we can do is step up and try to hit this guy for some damage. And then if we can get the kill, I think we would evolve with this guy. That would be amazing. Bit of a risk, though, because if we are unsuccessful, that means we're going to probably lose at least one or maybe both of our units. It's a bit of a gamble, but I think it's worth trying. So let's see if we can land some hits here. Soften them up. Nice. There it is. Okay. Now we should be able to get the finish. We just have to hit one time. Nice. Oh, I thought that would be enough to get him all the way. Well, dang it. That's pretty frustrating. I don't want him getting hit too much, so I think I will go like this. I want to keep this guy safe as much as I can. If I end up losing both of these guardsmen, I'd rather that than lose the guy that's about to evolve. So we'll do that, and we can recruit another one here. Let's perhaps grab another guardsman. Just for their defensive capabilities, I think it's worth it. All right, let's keep hitting this archer if we can. Nice. Oh, amazing. Good kill there for our Griffin Rider. All right, so we will end it there. I'm a little bit nervous now because it's almost nighttime. Okay. Ooh. Okay, there we go. We did level up, though. That's great. This guy's going to die. Yep. Ouch. Oh, and that poor guy got killed, too. Okay, well, good news, though, is our reinforcements are starting to arrive, which is good. So this guardsman can go right here and hit this guy for some damage. Not as much as I would have liked there. Steelclad now can do some heavy lifting for us, perhaps. It would be amazing if we could hit the archers for some damage. Again, it is nighttime. This is not really ideal for us at the moment. So let's go back here, try and hit this archer. Soften him up a bit if we can. We took a little more than I would have liked in terms of damage, but it is what it is. You know what? We can even fall back and try to kill him with the axe. See if we get lucky on some hits. One. Come on, one more. No. Dang it, that's annoying. Scout can move in and try for the kill here. Nice, okay. Problem now is the Scout's going to get mauled by these grunts and may get killed in one shot, which isn't great. I say one shot, I mean 2 sets of attacks is what I mean. Okay, so our Griffin Rider is now pretty much at full health, and we can snipe their village. Thankfully, they don't have the capability to get to us, so we can just grab all these villages now from in behind them. So we'll end the turn there. Ooh, shoot. Okay, they are still recruiting some troopers, though. We'll have to watch out. Ooh, that hurt. And there's a death. That's not good. Okay, our Steelclad getting beat up. There's that Scout. Okay, he dodged at least one of those hits. Thank goodness. Alright, I hate them in the forest because they have higher defense there, so I'd like to get them out of the woods if I can. This grunt is almost dead, so if we could get the kill on that grunt, that would be excellent. Could do some axe throwing and try for that kill. That does put our Scout in a dangerous spot, though, but let's try it. You know, if we get lucky here, maybe. We just have to hit twice. Dang, okay. That's too bad. All right, well, we'll move the Steelclad over and just go for some swings on this archer. Come on, one more. Shoot. Really wanted to get another hit there if I could. All right, so we're going to move our our guardsmen up here and try to get the kill on this guy. Oh, I was hoping we'd get away without taking any more damage. And then the fighter can go right here and swing and try to hit this guy as much as we can, I guess. I mean, we're going to take some damage almost certainly. Oh, we got lucky there. Okay, that's pretty good. Move up like this. All right, not so bad right now. We've managed to kind of... Again, it was costly, but we've weathered the storm reasonably well. Let's recruit one more unit. So let's just see what we've got. We've got 2 guardsmen. We've got 2 fighters, one of which is now a steel clad. And we've got 1 scout. So I think maybe another fighter would probably be worth it. There it is. Then our scout here can just keep doing its thing. Cruise over and grab as many of these villages as possible just to try to increase our gold income situation. And let's get our leader out and involved if we can. And try and get him some experience. Oh, that smart archer, yeah. That was a wise move. Oh, and our scout's toast. Yep. Dang it. Dang it. It really sucks losing those units that have gained some experience with a kill. Because that's basically just wasted then. I mean, it's kind of inevitable that you will lose some units, so it's not worth being too upset about units being killed, but you definitely don't want units getting killed and losing all that experience that they've gained. So, all right, let's see if we can get the kill on this guy here. There's 1. There's 2. Very good. Bit of XP boost there. All right, now we got to try and take out this pesky archer up here. So let's get our... The steel clad's going to maybe go for this guy. Let's see if we can get lucky with a hit or 2. Come on, one of them at least. Oh, that's brutal. Hate these archers. All right, we'll go up here. We really want to try and get the kill on this guy if we can. Excellent. Okay, that's great. Move over here. And our guardsmen can try to pin this guy in a bit. See if we can hit him a little bit, soften him up. Nice. Okay, well, 1 out of 3 ain't bad, I guess. Yeah, so that grunt's going to go grab that village. In the meantime, we can just start capturing these. Alright, so we'll end the turn. We got to be mindful, too. We are starting to get a little later in the turn cycle here, so we definitely don't want to run into a situation where, because of our lower mobility, we're not able to end the mission on time. Alright, well, I would love to get some healing on this steel clad, so I'm almost inclined to just send him over and try to get him to that village, which I'm going to do. Alright, so now let's see if we can get the kill on this guy. We just got to hit him with everything we've got. Of course, on that village, he's got so much defense that he can dodge a lot of our hits, which is very annoying. Let's see what we get here. We can't let him get another kill. If he does, he will probably evolve, which would be not great for us. God, come on. Okay, well, let's try with our leader here and see if we can get some swings on him. There's 1. Nice, there's a good kill. That's fantastic. We will put this guy on the village for the healing, and then we'll just move everybody up. That's wonderful. Alright, now our griffin. Keep doing its thing, grabbing these villages. That's going to end our turn there. Alright, so we've weathered the storm pretty darn well. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say pretty darn well. We certainly could have handled that better, but overall, not horrendously bad. Steelclad's going to have to heal up a little bit. This guardsman, I mean, we might want to just leave him there for one more turn to get that healing benefit. Otherwise, we have all the villages, so now the Griffin Rider is basically just going to try to help us with some fighting as needed. So we'll end it there, I think. There's not really anybody else to move. Hopefully the orcs don't have enough income at the moment to continue recruiting a huge army. So like I said, everybody's just going to make a break for the enemy base now. We'll start sending this guy forward. Steelclad, we will give one more turn to get some healing going. This grunt is going to come over and try to probably grab this village, I'm guessing. Let's see. You know what we might do, though, is go over and just start kind of harassing here. We can... Yeah, let's go hide right here, and we can grab that village when it's appropriate. Alright, we'll end it there. Oh, shoot. He keeps just pulling these grunts in. Yeah. I mean, it's smart, right? These grunts are very, very dangerous, especially at night. I'm almost wondering if I should just wait a turn. You know what, though? That's fine. We'll go here. Steel clad. We might as well just keep healing the steel clad, honestly. I don't think it's worth moving him off. We might as well let him get his health back fully, or very close to fully. All right, that guy is now out of range of this village, so we should be able to grab it and not get hit. Yeah, there we go. All right, we'll end it there. Okay, so we took the village. Not a huge shock there, I guess. Steelclad is now back to being nice and healthy. Let's see if we can get him to fight us in the open. Again, that would be the ideal situation here. Go down there. Steelclad's moving up. These guys are both kind of in not amazing condition. We'll put this guy down here. He can go to that village for a bit of health. Alright, and then our Griffin is still in okay condition here. We can run back this direction. And then when this guy moves down there, we can grab that village. So we can keep playing capture the village. Oh, and I didn't realize that's our leader. We got to be really careful with him. We can't let him die. Gosh, I almost made a boo-boo there. He took some damage, but he did get some experience, so that's fine. Alright, so this big guy needs to die. Yeah, our Griffin is drawing the orcs in towards him, so we'll just have to be careful. The Steelclad can step up and try and do some big hits on this guy. Maybe first, though, we throw a javelin or two at him. Well, actually, I should probably just get some healing there. Let's see. We go here. Okay, we probably want our leader on the village to get some health back. That would be probably a wise decision there. So let's move our Steelclad up like this. Go for that battle axe swing, probably. We'd have to hit 3 times to get the kill, so probably not going to get the kill that way. We could step up, though. Let's do our javelin. Oh, and it didn't land, of course. All right, battle axe swings. Let's see how we do. 1. Come on, 1 more. Yes, there it is. That's big. All right, he's got low health, so our leader should be able to get the finish here, hopefully. Nice. There we go. Good experience for him, too. And then our fighter can advance like this. This guy is still in rough condition, but he's going to move up with his buddy here. And then our scout, we just got to decide what would be best. So, again, they're going to try to pen us in. Let's go up this way. We're just kind of distracting them, causing them a bit of grief up there. We got 10 turns left, or I guess 9 turns left now that I look at it. Not ideal. Alright, let's see. I think now, yeah, we can grab this village without any problems, so we'll just keep doing that. Now, down here, we've got this grunt who's going to be a problem. Okay, so I was just going to see if this has higher defense for him. It's the same as, or lower, it's the same as anywhere else because it's shallow water, so not a big problem. I'm thinking what we probably want to do is... I mean, we got to go in for their base. That's a given. We really can't wait any longer given our time constraints here on the map. So I think we just got to go pretty aggressive here. Let's just kind of cruise on down that way. I might even consider abandoning this village and just going in for the... Like, just going like this here, you know? And then this guy can go about here. And the Steelclad's just going to keep moving up. There. Alright. I hope we're strong enough to take this guy down. He's going to be very, very tough to kill. So... Alright, now at least he's in the open and it's daytime, so we have a much better chance of killing this guy. Again, you know, that Thunderer, now, I keep thinking about that. That Thunderer probably would have been helpful just because it gives you that opportunity to use a big ranged attack that these grunts can't do anything about. So, instead, they have a chance to retaliate and do some pretty good damage to you, so... Gonna hit him here. Alright, not bad, not bad. Steel-clad can let him have it. Nice. Okay, pretty good. Now he's in good shape. We might be able to get a kill here with our leader and get some experience that way. Have to watch out, though. That's going to put him at risk for another attack, but... Alright, we'll go like this. We'll swing that axe. Yes, there it is. Big kill and getting closer to leveling up, which is great. Alright, now this guy still does need some experience, some health, I should say, but don't think that's going to be the easiest for us to get him, unfortunately. We don't want to be in a spot where we can get hit by the enemy leader, so we'll just go down there and swing our axe at this archer. Maybe get lucky. Yes. Nice. Okay, that's good. This guy can follow up. He's probably going to get smacked pretty good. I don't want my leader getting ambushed, so we're going to park our steadfast guardsman right there. And then this fighter can advance here. Actually, you know what? He can just stay put and get a little bit of his health back. Meanwhile, our Griffin Rider... You know what? It is daytime. I'm not that worried. I'm going to go back here. We'll be able to survive one round of attacks from this grunt if we were so inclined. And you know what? 2 health, it's probably not worth. I'm just going to move him up. Nice, and we dodged all the hits. That's great. Oh, nice work from our guardsman there. Really doing a good job. Fortunately, our steel-clad's not in fantastic condition, which isn't great. We could step down and go after this guy for some damage. Let's do that with our scout here, our Griffin Rider. Just try to help out a little bit. Nice. Oh, fantastic. That's huge. Now, if we can get the kill with our leader... Oh, yeah, and that's totally doable. Let's see if we can make it happen. We'll get him to evolve. Alright, get that big axe hit. Yes! Excellent. There we go. Now our leader is a steel-clad, and he's got full health, so he should be able to assist in this upcoming fight, which is excellent. This little archer needs to die, so let's make that happen. If we can. Okay, and now we can try and get the finish with this guy. One more hit. Yes, there it is. That's big, getting some more experience there. Alright, now all that's left is the enemy leader, and of course, we've got a pretty good army to do it. We've got 2 steel-clads, one of which is a little bit beat up, but the only problem, of course, is it is now about to be nighttime, which means this guy is going to be insanely powerful. So, let's see. We can end the turn there, I guess. Oh, boy. Alright, well, now the trick is, if we go in there, look at that. He can do up to 36 damage in one set of attacks if he gets lucky with his hits. We've got 5 turns left, so we don't have a ton of time, unfortunately. Let's see, he's got the highest defense, so if we can pull him out into the woods, that wouldn't be the worst. So let's see if we can entice him to come off his base, come out and face us. I'm very curious to see if that would happen. I doubt it will, but you never know. I'm going to say I can get the Griffin to maybe grab that village otherwise, so... Alright, we will end it there. Oh, and he summoned another troop, of course, unit. Of course he did. Well, now this just got a lot harder. Dang it. Yeah, that adds a certain layer of complexity to this now, because we are going to have to almost ignore this guy and just go for the boss. And I want to wait until perhaps daytime before I really get in there to try to attack. That being said, I mean, I'm going to lose units probably no matter what I do. It's just I can't afford to lose, obviously, my leader or the other steel-clad. I can't afford to lose the Griffin Rider. So these 3 are expendable. I'd like to try to keep this guardsman alive just because he's got some experience. And this one, if I can, this fighter would be good to keep alive as well, because he's already partway to leveling up. Like, what kind of damage can we do? Ugh. Yeah, not great. Alright, well, let's grab this. And I think what we'll do is we will just have to be careful here. Go like that. And then we're just going to let them do their thing for another turn here. Yeah, so expecting to get hit. Okay, at least now it's more opportune. Let's get in there and see if we can mess this guy up. We're going to get hurt. There's no way around it. But we just got to try and do damage. Holy, that did not go the way I was hoping it would in terms of damage output for our guys there. Let's just throw a javelin. Okay, not bad, not bad. We've still got this grunt who's causing us grief. You know what? We can go right here and then go after the grunt, or we can just try and hit this guy. I don't know. Let's go after the grunt though if we can. Nice. Okay, now steel-clad time. We step in, swing our battle axe a bit. Maybe we get lucky. Okay, we got fairly unlucky, which is not amazing. Try again here. Nice. Excellent. Would have loved to have gotten the kill with this fighter, but just really wasn't looking like a good opportunity to do that. So, we'll wait to get our Griffin Rider in there one more turn, and then we should be able to get the kill on this next turn, I hope. Okay, it's daytime now. That's good. So now we can probably just surround this guy, which is going to be good. Alright, let's just start wailing on him as best we can. If we could get the finish with this fighter, he should evolve, which would be awesome. Alright, well, let's just start swinging. Okay. And we're just poking at him. Trying to... Man. Not really getting very lucky with our hits, though. Let's just make sure. Can we get... Yeah, everybody can get around, so we should be fine. This guy can swing at him here. Oh, you know what? Might be better to pull him back, because these guys do more damage, so... Let's perhaps hop out of there. Get this guy in. Swing our axe. Okay, I know I said I was going to try to get the kill with him, but at this point, I just need to make sure that this guy dies, so... Alright, steel-clad time. Nice. Wonderful. Oh, perfect. What is this? Their vanquished leader wears a cloak pin of dwarvish make, and it bears a lore master's emblem. Why would an orc be carrying metalwork of dwarvish make? Hail, kinsman of Knalga. I have been tracking that orc for several days. He be part of a band of raiders that attacked us a few weeks ago and stole many arms from our forges. Yes, this cloak pin be of our work. Hold, kinsman. Who are you, and from where do you hail? I be Mavrur of the ancient stronghold of Calcartha. Calcartha? The hold of the forges and the olden birthplace of our kind? That Calcartha? We have not heard from you in years. It was thought that your hold was lost to the orcs long ago. Aye, our hold was once overrun by orcs, but in recent times we have begun to clear them out and reclaim the lands that were once ours. However, as you saw here, our troubles with the orcs are far from over. In that case, we had best consult Lord Hamel. We may yet be able to send you some aid against these orcish marauders. If you wish it, let us see what you can offer. Well, not my best work, but certainly not a terrible outing as well. Very happy to have completed the scenario. We don't have as much bonus gold as I was hoping for, but you can see here. So we had 205 gold remaining when the battle ended, and we finished 2 turns early. That gave us 16 gold per turn of that early finish. So we ended up with 237 total gold, carrying 40% of that forward. So we start the next scenario with 95 extra bonus gold. You know, not too shabby. And of course, when we look at it here, you know, we're very lucky. We have 2 steel clads, one of which is our leader. you can see here we've got a Mauverer, which is presumably a unit that's going to join us in the next battle, but we'll have to see. We got some good experience with some of our units that didn't level up, so this fighter's very close. This guardsman is about halfway, or not quite, but almost. And then, of course, we've got the Steelclads. So all in all, I think a reasonable outing. You know, some things I could have definitely done differently, but overall, pretty happy with that outcome. And we're just going to save it here. Call this completed. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.